Hi, I'm Dr. Ethan Johnson, host of the Healthy Seminole Show. Today we're focusing on food insecurity, what it looks like in Seminole County, who's helping, and how families can get support. Joining us today is Mr. Jay Groves, Executive Director for the Culinary Health Institute for Four Roots Farms. Jay, welcome. Thanks for joining us today.
Dr. Johnson, thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Oh, absolutely. We're excited to hear from you. So just for starters, could you talk to us a little bit about what Four Roots Farms is? How did it come to be?
Happy to do so. We are a 22-acre urban farm located about 2 miles west of downtown Orlando. And we do lots of food production, educational programs, and soon we'll be providing some medical services on the campus. And the whole purpose of the farm is to really use the power of food to build healthier communities. We do that through programs that address access, so that folks have access to fruits and vegetables, produce that come from the local farming community. We try to educate people about the benefits, particularly of plant-based nutrition, fruits and vegetables. Lots of good things come from that. And then we try to get folks in the kitchen having fun and just inspiring them around the table with their friends and family to prepare foods that are healthy and meaningful to their culture and their families as well.
Wow, so you kind of already started addressing this, but when we think of agriculture and growing fresh food, how does Four Roots see the connection to being able to access this food in our communities in Central Florida, and the connection to that to more positive health outcomes?
Yeah, well, I think many people don't have a relationship with food outside of the grocery store. So we want people to understand the relationship between the soil and the health of the soil, the nutritional value of the food that we grow, and then the way it impacts our health outcomes. So we don't want you just to have access to food, we want you to have access to healthy food. So on our farm campus, we are growing about 20,000 pounds of produce every week. You name the fruit and vegetable, we're probably growing it. And we use that produce to serve our community through our farmers market, our Mobiles farmers market, and then our partners like Seminole County were able to bring fresh produce up to food banks and really give people access to food that was grown in a community that they're part of. When we do that, we know that the nutritional value is going to be much greater than what you might get at a traditional grocery store when that food's probably traveled 1,200 miles to reach your table.
All right. So, that all sounds great to me. I'm all in already, being able to go to the farm, being able to see food grown, being able to get it locally. But I guess my question is, what's the barrier? It seems like if it was introduced that way, most people would be all in, but what's the barrier for most folks being able to access that?
Yeah, I think the barriers for many people are cost. Many people think that eating fresh produce can be way more expensive than the traditional meal you might get at a fast food restaurant or what you might purchase at a grocery store. But the truth is, particularly since the pandemic, fresh produce is cheaper than most of the other meals we might consume that are ultra processed, that have lots of flours, cakes and candies, things of that nature. So one of the barriers is cost, and we try to talk about that when we take a mobile market to a community. So we bring a van with produce from our farm. We try to price it at or below the level of Walmart. So when folks come to us, they can afford the tomatoes, the cucumbers, the beautiful produce that we have. I think other access is some people live in a food desert. There's literally no healthy food around them. Maybe they don't have transportation. They don't have a way to get in a car and drive to a farmer's market or 40 minutes into Orlando. So we try to overcome those barriers by bringing our mobile market to communities whenever possible. And I think for many of us, one of the barriers to eating more healthy is time. It takes time to prepare, to shop, to prepare a meal, and particularly one that has fresh produce in a way that the kids will like it, that everybody in the family will really feel like, okay, this is for me.
What are some ways that you all partner with other local organizations?
Well, we are only as strong as our partnerships with other community-based organizations, because they're the ones that have the relationships with the community, the trust, so that when we come to you and we provide produce, your brand is trusted in this county. So we partner with Second Harvest Food Bank, we partner with Salvation Army, Boys and Girls Clubs of Orange County, local high schools, and we're bringing produce, meal kits, which is basically a box of produce delivered to a school or to a community setting with recipes so folks know what to do with it. So we are looking for grants all the time that will allow us, we're not a food bank ourselves, but what we do is we empower food banks to provide fresh produce grown from local farms, Florida farms, directly to their constituents.
Well, Jay, is there anything else you'd like to add?
Yeah, absolutely. I want people to know that the campus is an open, welcoming place for the community. There's lots of reasons to come to the farm campus and really see what we're up to. One pretty easy is our community farmers market that we host at the Packing District in West Orlando. And it's the second and fourth Saturdays of every month from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. You're welcome to come, just walk around the property, see all the beautiful produce that we're growing. We usually have 30 to 40 vendors that are bringing in food, arts and crafts. It's a pretty special place.
I look forward to coming to visit Four Roots very soon. We really appreciate your time here today.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Johnson. It's been a pleasure to be here.
Now we'll go on over to the Florida Department of Health, where Myrna is at the stock market.
Thank you, Dr. Johnson. I'm here with Paula Kohler. Welcome, Paula.
Thank you, Myrna.
So how did that food pantry start here at the health department?
Well, I think our leadership has always recognized that food insecurity is a big issue in Seminole County, and so they've wanted to have a food pantry here at all times. So in 2016, it actually started with Feed the Need. Donna Walsh was our health officer then and got that ball rolling. Then in 2019, we switched over to partner with the Sharing Center and also with Seminole County government to relaunch our food pantry. So that's where it got started and still going on today.
And recently you renamed it, right? It's called Stock Market. And why Stock Market?
Yes, it is Stock Market. It's giving recognition of the heritage of Sanford. Since we're located in Sanford, we wanted to recognize that celery has always been an agricultural crop in Sanford. It was known as the Celery City, so we wanted to recognize that. But we also wanted to give some dignity and respect to our clients. Sometimes food pantry or food bank has a stigma associated with poverty and handouts, and so we wanted to change that and give our clients a market to come to.
That's wonderful. And approximately how many people do you see every week?
Typically, on an average, we see anywhere between 80 to 90 clients each week. And that's been pretty steady for about a year now. We noticed a rise starting to happen in 2024, and it's continued for 2025, and we're anticipating even bigger rises in 2026.
Wow, that's good that a lot of people are taking advantage of the stock market and coming every week.
Yes.
And what do they receive? What support? What type of food?
Well, of course, they receive non-perishable items, shelf-friendly items that they can keep in their pantries. We also provide on a bi-weekly basis fresh produce. They get fruits and vegetables that's provided to us from Four Roots, which is another great partner. And our other partner, Publix, actually provides us bakery items every week. We also can provide our clients with basic medical screenings. We provide, in March, we're going to do a book fair for families coming in where their children can receive a free book. We've also partnered with Recovery Connection, so they're here every week offering their services and free Narcan. We have items for people who may not have stable housing right now. Maybe they need some socks or a book bag or can openers, so we provide those items as well. In addition, we just had Advent Health that is coming every week to our food pantry to offer some screenings about cancer and answer questions about cancer. So we give additional support to our clients, not just food items.
That's wonderful, and we've seen the families, they're very appreciative of what they receive.
Yes.
So where can people, what time, what day of the week can they come and take advantage of all these resources?
Yeah, so we're here every Wednesday from 4 to 5:30, which seems like a short period of time, but in that short period of time, we see all our clients. We get them out as quickly as we can, and they're welcome to come every week if they need to.
That's wonderful. Thank you, Paula, for what you do and for all your volunteers that work every week so hard.
Yeah, it's the whole team effort, definitely.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Joining us today, we have Mr. Derek Chubbs. He is the president and CEO of Second Harvest Food Bank of Central Florida. Welcome, Derek. Thanks for being with us today.
Thank you for having me. It's good to be here.
Yes, we're very excited to learn more about Second Harvest. So just for starters, can you explain to us what Second Harvest is, what your mission is?
Well, the mission of Second Harvest is to create hope and change lives through a powerful hunger relief network. Now, strategically, that's a nice way of putting the fact that we feed a lot of people. And we do that every single day through the 7 counties that we serve, one of which is Seminole County as well. We distribute on the average of around 300,000 meals every single day.
Wow.
And we cover 7 counties. We have 5 locations, 2 in Orlando, 1 in Marion County, 1 in Volusia County, and 1 in Brevard County.
How would you describe the issue around food insecurity here in Seminole County? And what are maybe some of those programs in addition to the food distribution that you all are administering here?
So we estimate that there are around 65,000 individuals in Seminole County that are food insecure. By food insecure, I mean they're not sure where their next meal's coming from. Our partners take care of some of that. Then we have pantry programs in schools. We have a pantry on Seminole State's campus, and we distribute food that way. We also have relationships with the county and other organizations where we help people sign up for food assistance, like SNAP. So we have a team that does that. We have a team that also teaches nutritional education here in Seminole County. We have an individual that's focused on doing that as well. And we have a culinary program where we have had some individuals from Seminole County join our culinary program. We've trained them on food service and the like and sent them to places to work like Disney, Hilton, Rosen, and so on.
How do you ensure that you're getting to those folks that are in most need? But it sounds like with a larger and larger number, it's not difficult to find folks who are food insecure, even here.
It's actually more difficult than you think.
Okay.
Let's personalize this. So there's one challenge associated with it, and that's admitting. Let's say we're dads. How we would want to try and cover that as discreetly as we possibly could, that we were unable to provide food to our children.
Right.
We wouldn't necessarily go out waving our arms around that. If I am, so there's a proudness that's associated with it. Even with distributing 300,000 meals a day, I would still estimate that we're probably 25% short of meeting the demand.
Right.
And as an organizationally from a Seminole County perspective, we distributed around 10 million pounds of food last year. Our partners did in Seminole County. And I would still argue that we're still around 25% short. What we're missing, some of those individuals that are kind of proud.
Okay.
What we're missing are encampments that are popping up in various places. Those people aren't counted.
Right.
And we're finding a different type of food that's required for them. Food that they can prepare immediately because they don't have microwaves and ovens and the like. So it's going to be an uphill struggle meeting the demand. And we've been, Second Harvest has been here for 43 years, and the need has just continued to rise. And over the last couple of years, over this year alone, or the last 90 days or so, we've seen that need increase considerably, if for no other reason but the cost of living, cost of housing, cost of food, cost of daycare, and the fact that wages have simply not kept up with that, because you and I both know the root causes of hunger is typically poverty.
So would you say then there may be a gap between individuals who are actually food insecure and then what we perceive as being food insecure?
Without question.
Okay.
Without question.
And so is there anything else you'd like to add? I know you've shared so much with us today. Yeah.
I always like to end with, if you or if someone happens to see this and you're in need of food, or if you know someone that's in need of food, go to our website, feedhopenow.org. You enter your zip code, and all the partner agencies that I mentioned around that zip code will pop up, and you can go and get food from them. Also, we always love having volunteers. Same website, you can sign up to come and volunteer. You can bring your children to volunteer as well. We have lots of activities that we can get you associated with the food bank. So that's my last statement.
Excellent. Well, we truly appreciate it, Mr. Chubbs. We appreciate all the information you've provided and
Thank
all
you,
the work
Doctor.
that you do.
Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you. Well, till next time.
Eating healthy doesn't have to be expensive. With a few smart approaches, families can stretch their budget and still enjoy nutritious meals. Plan your meals for the week. A simple list can help you avoid impulse buys and make the most of what you already have at home. Choose whole, budget-friendly staples like beans, lentils, brown rice, oats, frozen vegetables, canned low-sodium vegetables, and fruits packed in water. These foods are affordable, last longer, and provide great nutrition. When visiting a food pantry, look for items that help build balanced meals. Things like whole grains, canned proteins such as tuna or chicken, peanut butter, and fresh or frozen produce. Many pantries now offer recipe cards or cooking ideas, so take advantage of those resources. Cook once and eat twice. Making larger meals like soups, stews, or casseroles can save time and money while reducing food waste. Compare prices, use store brands, and check the unit price on shelf labels to get the best value. Healthy eating is possible on any budget. Small choices, smart shopping, and making the most of pantry items can help your family stay nourished while staying on budget.
We're here at the Sharing Center with the CEO, Tekoa Pori. Thank you for having us today.
Absolutely. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, we're excited to learn more. So can you just tell us more about the Sharing Center? What happens here?
Sure. So the Sharing Center is actually located in Seminole County. It is Seminole County's comprehensive nonprofit organization that helps the homeless population. I like to say, and my team like to say, that we interrupt the cycle of homelessness. And we do that right here on our property in many different ways, but also we provide prevention from homelessness. There may be individuals that are housed, but they're struggling. They may be living paycheck to paycheck or trying to decide, do I feed my family? Do I pay rent? And so we provide rental assistance as well as utilities and light assistance. We have a pantry as well that's open to the public Monday through Friday.
So specifically around food security or food insecurity, what does that look like among the residents here in Seminole County that you're serving?
Absolutely. Food insecurity is something that's near and dear to my heart. I grew up in poverty. My parents, we were one of those kids that stood in line for food assistance. When children don't have proper meals, it can affect the way they think. It can affect their focus at schools. Sometimes we may think a child is acting out, but they may be hungry, or insulin levels may be all over the place because they didn't eat or did not eat a proper meal. As you know, it also affects health issues. And so when we are helping our families here, again, it's that prevention, but also intervention. How do we remove those barriers that's preventing them from being the healthy citizen they need to be? And one of those barriers is the need for food. And so with our food pantry, you can show up Monday through Friday, every day, and we'll give you a list. Show us kind of what you're allergic to, what you want to eat, what you need. We have amazing volunteers that go into our pantry, grab those items, put it in a shopping cart, and take it to their car so they feel dignified when they receive the food.
Wow. And how many people would you say is served by your pantry?
Sure. The numbers have increased during the government shutdown, so we're seeing anywhere from 50 to 60 families a day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So just with that, considering that high number of families, the high need, what misconceptions may some people have around experiencing hunger or needing assistance in that way?
Yeah, some of the misconceptions is that individuals are hoarding food. They're coming because, they just want extra. We see these families maybe one every 30 days. So it's showing us that they're taking what we're giving them, they're utilizing it to the best of their ability, and they're coming back because of need. Another misconception is that they don't work. A lot of the people that we serve have jobs. They are going to work every day, but because of high costs with shelter, high cost of rent, high cost of gas, high cost of groceries, it's just not enough to make the ends meet. And so our clients, a lot of them are working, some of them are Uber drivers. We had someone that worked for TSA that came and asked for assistance specifically for food.
So, question, you've made this connection a little bit earlier about the importance of food security and your health and health outcomes.
Yeah.
So what could a family or an individual expect to receive from the pantry or when they visit the Sharing Center?
Absolutely, great question. So first, like I said, when they come, we give them a sheet of paper because we want to make sure we are attentive to any allergic needs, any food that they may not eat if they don't eat meat or dairy. So they get a customized list. They don't just get a box of food and they scramble through and pick what they can use. We actually customize their order. So when they choose what they want to eat or what they can or cannot eat, our volunteers greet them with a smile. I know you're asking what's in the basket, but I think the smile goes a long way as well.
That's a big one, yeah.
So we greet them with a smile, and sometimes that smile makes people feel human. They're able to relate and know they're not alone. And then we shop for them, put in their shopping cart and take it out to their car. That's important because we give dignity beyond just food, the dignified feeling like you're at a Publix or a Walmart shopping for groceries. And then what they receive in their food, fresh produce. If they eat meat, they receive meat. They also receive bread, they receive vegetables, and then those staple pieces that last a long time, like your beans and your rice. We also sometimes, today I stopped by the pantry and Sam's Club donated cupcakes and birthday cakes, so they also get some of those special treats from time to time that we receive as well.
The last question that I have for you is just regarding your partnerships. What are some of the partnerships and how do they help achieve your mission here?
Absolutely, we have so many partnerships. I'm not going to name them all, but of course the Department of Health, you all are a huge partner of ours. Wendover Apartments is another partner. We actually have 2 case managers at those apartment complexes where they house the unhoused, and we're there to help partner with them. Also, we have partnerships like Second Harvest, where they allow us to come in and shop when we receive donations from donors. We've had donors donate funding and money so that we can keep our pantry filled. So we take those dollars and we're able to purchase food at a fraction of the cost from Second Harvest. We also have partnerships with other grocery stores here locally. We also have restaurants like Pizza Hut that donate to us. But so many partners, I can't name them all, but partnership is so important because we can't do it all by ourselves. We need to be able to partner and collaborate so we can help those that are the most vulnerable. And I think those partnerships are essential for the clients. Also, when we're talking and we're sharing kind of notes and what we're doing, the idea sharing, filling those gaps, meeting with you all, knowing that was the food insecurity, how can we fill that gap? And so we were able to fill that gap with the food pantry, and vice versa. When we have families come that need assistance from a health perspective, you all can fill that gap. So I think the partnership helps fill gaps.
Yeah, absolutely. So is there anything else you'd like to add regarding the Sharing Center, food insecurity, anything that we've discussed?
Sure. I would just say that here at the Sharing Center, we were founded 39 years ago. This May will be 40 years old. And so I'm so excited to be leading an amazing organization that's been a staple here in Seminole County. And so stay tuned because we have a lot of fun things happening as we celebrate our 40 years.
Well, I'm very excited to see what's to come here, and I really appreciate the opportunity to come here to the Sharing Center and sit down and talk with you for a little bit.
Awesome. Thank you.
All righty. Thanks for joining us today, and special thank you to all of our guests. Food insecurity is a challenge here in Seminole County, but together, through partnerships, we'll tackle it together. See you next time.